Well, hello there, friends. Brian Noe with you from Cards of Light, Bright Blessings of the Tarot. It's 3-Card Thursday for May 26, 2022. Let's go to the table for our 3-card energy reading for this week and the weekend to come. And we have got a pip card, a major, and a court card this time around. We've got the Ace of Wands in the first position, the Aeon in the center, and the Prince of Swords over here on the right. So wands, again, the suit of fire, the suit of desire, the suit of career, the suit of sexuality, of passion. And aces are that very first expression of that suit. So this is more the potential of the element than anything else. And so coming into this reading and coming into the weekend, the influence that we're carrying in is that very strong desire, that very strong passion of some sort. This may be something new that has come along that has really caught our attention, really stoked us up and got us interested. So we're carrying that into the picture, and then we come to the Aeon. And this is the card that in other decks would be called Judgment or the Last Judgment. I like to think of it as about closure and resolution, but also about a wake-up call and a reckoning. And so there may be some of that coming along in the coming days, with something that has maybe been up in the air for a while that's finally coming to a conclusion, or possibly reckoning and squaring up, or possibly just sort of a wake-up call to say, hey, get your trip together here. So that's the energy anyway in the center here. And then over here, we've got the Prince of Swords. And as I've said before, when I see a court card, I look at the attributes of that card and try to determine if there's something that I ought to be doing to emulate the character in the card, or if there's something in that card's character or behavior that I ought to be taking a second look at and trying to avoid in my own life. So Prince of Swords, this is kind of, if I had to put this character in the context of like pop culture, this is sort of the Sherlock Holmes card. This character is extremely clever, extremely quick-witted, and sometimes that's a real advantage in terms of, problem solving and all of that kind of stuff. But the downside is that can lead to some issues as well. When somebody's a little bit too clever for their own good, or they're maybe using their intellectual abilities in ways that are not healthy, not good for society, not good for relationships, and that sort of thing. Another way to look at this, swords are the suit of the air, the suit of the mind, and the prince in this Thoth deck is also the court card of the mind and of the air and of intellectual capabilities. So this also may just be of a preoccupation with the intellect or with the mind, with technology as well. So it can be a preoccupation or lots of skill in those areas, or it could also be an obsession of some sort. We see this prince riding in on the chariot here, sword drawn, ready to do some cutting up. So that energy is very volatile, air of air, mind of mind, real swift, maybe not always discerning. So this could also be the card of sort of government, or the intellectual framework of society. Don't know what that adds to the picture, but there you go. So stepping back and looking at this spread kind of overall here, I think the key to this is energies on both ends that are very powerful and very volatile. And right in the middle, there's kind of a summing up and a reckoning. And so I would say that the time is coming for some sort of resolution, but it may just stir things up more for the week to come as well. So there we go. I'd love to know what you think. I'm not making any predictions here or anything. I'm just kind of describing the cards and what I'm seeing. And I'm not getting any kind of strong intuition about the meaning of this spread this time either. Sometimes that comes and sometimes it doesn't. But the main thing that draws my attention is this card right in the center with some sort of resolution, some sort of reckoning on the way, perhaps this weekend or in the coming week. Yeah, so I think that's how I'd read these. If you're a reader and you have another way of looking at these, I'd love to hear from you. If somehow or another these cards are resonating in your life, I would love to hear from you on that account as well. You can either leave some comments here with the video or pop on out to the weblog at brightblessingstarot.com. Leave comments there. We will be back, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise on Sunday morning for the Sunday morning spread. And in the meantime, I hope that you are taking good care of yourself. We'll see you soon.